Hey guys, thank you for stopping by Ballistic Barbecue. This is actually part 2 of a review I'm doing on the pit barrel cooker. Now, what made me want to do this review is the claims by the manufacturer. They're pretty much saying this thing will run itself. They've taken all the guesswork out of it. I want to see that for myself. If the claims are true, then this is going to be the perfect cooker for somebody who just wants to start getting into smoking meats, you know, low and slow stuff, and are maybe a little intimidated by the bigger cookers and having to manipulate dampers and everything to keep that perfect temperature. The other thing is the price line of this. It's unbelievable for what you're getting. It's $269 delivered to your door, free shipping. Now that's to the lower 49. I actually spoke with the owner of the company, and he said he would work with European, folks in Europe, and as well as Alaska and Hawaii, as far as trying to keep the shipping down. Now, the way I'm taking on this cook is this: if I'm somebody who's never done an outdoor cook in my life. What I've done is I've watched the manufacturer's videos on their timelines, how much charcoal to add, when to light it, when to start to cook, and I'm following it to a T. So I'm not going to apply any of my personal experience or anything to this cook. Basically, I'm acting like somebody, again, a total novice. Let's get started. I have here 2 racks of St. Louis trimmed spares, pork spare ribs. And what I'm going to do, just so you know, they've been, the membrane's been removed from the back, and they've been cleaned and everything. When you purchase this cooker, one of the things it comes with is 2 rubs. I have here beef and game rub, and then the all-purpose rub. Now they're suggesting on pork ribs to use the beef and game rub, so that's what I'm going to apply. I guess there's not a whole lot of salt in this rub, so I'm going to feel free to apply this pretty darn liberally here. And we're going to apply this to both sides. All right, so the ribs have been seasoned. And the next step is to insert the hooks that we're going to use to actually hang these ribs in the pit barrel cooker. Now, 8 of these hooks are provided when you purchase the cooker. First thing you want to do is identify the thickest part of the ribs, which is pretty darn easy. It's where the bigger ribs are. We're going to go down 2 ribs, and from the back, we're going to insert the hook like so. There we go. That's how it's going to hang in the cooker. So we'll just do the other one. I am just a few minutes away from having the cooker ready to cook. So I lit up the charcoal a few minutes ago. So I will meet you guys out on the patio, and we'll get these ribs on the pit barrel. And we're cooking. That's as simple as it is. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to check on these in about 3 hours. We'll see where we're at. See you in a bit. Hey guys, I'm back. It hasn't even been 2 minutes, but I realized something I forgot, and I know someone would have picked it out. Wood. I've got a couple chunks of apple wood I'm going to toss in the pit here. All right, see you in a bit. All right guys, so it's been 3 hours, and I have to tell you, it's been kind of weird for me because I'm used to going out and checking the temperature on the pit and everything. And as I showed you before in video number 1, there's no thermometer on this thing. It's just set up to run. So we're going to take a look at these ribs. And I'm going to tell you, it smells really, really good. I got this glove on. I'm going to check the tenderness, and this is more or less just to kind of shield my hand from the heat here. It is starting to pull away. I'm going to check this again in about 15 more minutes. This is getting close to being done, but I want it to get just a little bit more tender. So I'll see you in about 15-20 minutes. All right guys, so from the last time you saw me, they went an additional 35 minutes. I checked every 15 minutes, and then I gave them another check after 5, and they're done. So what I'm going to do now is just show the novice cook how to tell when the ribs are done, because really this thing does run itself, and I think the only thing you'll need to know is how to see when your food's ready. Ribs, it's pretty easy. There's a few different techniques. Now, I don't know if you're supposed to lay them across here, but it seems like the right thing to do. You can tell I just got a beautiful kind of a mahogany color here. Now you can see the meat is receding from the bones. There's a couple ways you can test. You can actually kind of twist the bones when it starts to pull away. That's one way. I like to just take my instant read thermometer or a toothpick and just push it in, and you can see it's going right in, just like butter. I mean, literally like butter. You barely feel it going in, you barely feel it coming out. These are done. So I'm going to go ahead and take these in the house. We're going to glaze these up. I made a nice homemade glaze with a little bit of bourbon in it, and we'll get them plated up and I'll do the taste test. See you inside. All right guys, here it is, the finished ribs. And I got to tell you, my first take, I actually was so excited about trying these, I forgot to turn on my food cameras. Anyway, let's go with take two here. They smell insane, and I went ahead and put a little rub on here with a a sauce. It's got a bourbon in it. You can see they're very, 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 very tender. How many times can Greg say very? And just check out that, guys. I mean, you see that? I mean, it's not fall off the bone, which is, I do not like them fall off the bone, but it's pull off the bone. And this is moist and delicious. Wow. I don't know what to say. I am shocked at how easy this pit was to run. I'm impressed with the finished product. And I can tell you this, it's going to be the cooker I suggest for people to buy, especially if they're on a little bit of a budget. I mean, I have thousands of dollars worth of cookers in my backyard, and I can tell you this is going to be one of my go-to cookers, so I'm being honest. Anyway, guys, thanks again for stopping by, and I will see you on the next cook. Cheers.